Hey boys, welcome back. We're up to the Dragons now, so let's get into it. So obviously if your team hasn't been done yet, then you're in luck because I've only got 3 more to do after this, so it'll be coming up soon if you're like a Warriors, Wests, and who's the other one? Warriors, Wests, and Roosters. Is Roosters the other one? I think so. So some pretty big teams to do actually. Josh Dugan first. Great likeness. It's really good. The tats look cool. You know, probably not the actual tats he has, but they look pretty sick. But overall, the likeness is really good. I think it's pretty outstanding. As my phone is interrupting productions again every time this happens. I wonder if you guys can actually hear it. I don't even know. But Benji Marshall next. It's okay. I honestly thought there'd be a lot of community-made Marshalls because you know he's a popular player. Like, I'm not a massive fan of Marshall, but he's a popular guy. But there really wasn't that many good Marshalls made. This is probably the best one I've seen. It's okay. It's pretty good. Jason Nightingale. This one's actually really good. Definitely looks like Nightingale. Gareth Widdop. Definitely a great buy from the Storm. You know, he's a very, very good player. The likeness isn't great. Probably the worst one I've seen for the Dragons so far. Not that good a likeness, honestly. Then we got Trent Merrin. It's okay. I think the hair's not right, but overall it's pretty good. Joel Thompson next. Good young forward, and that likeness is outstanding. That definitely looks like Joel Thompson. You know, as soon as you see a good likeness, you know it, because that definitely looks like Thompson, without doubt. Tyson Frizzell. Has he got the same tat as Marshall? No, it's a bit different. It's sort of like the Marshall one though. It's okay, but not outstanding. It's pretty good. Then Mitch Rain. And Mitch Rain's someone, the likeness is really good, but the ratings, I'm pretty sure Mitch Rain was rated a 90 before the update. So they've toned a lot of players who were way overrated down a bit and brought up heaps of players. But yeah, I'm not going to get into the ratings. I know a lot of people are skeptical about them, but I'm going to wait till the game's released and see how the game actually plays before discussing how overpowered players are or whatever. But yeah, it's good that the pack is like not as spread, in my opinion, because NRL players are NRL standard. You know, your fringe players are a bit lower, but your NRL starters should all be around the same ratings, honestly, because they're all good players. You have to be very good to play in the NRL. But then Ben Cray, not a great likeness. It's okay. Dylan Farrell. That one's pretty good. Probably one of the better ones. Craig Garvey. Actually, I don't know. I don't know him. Haven't actually heard the name. So yeah, can't comment. Peter Matautia. So many of these guys, they all just came through at like the same time. It's crazy. I don't know, has he played much for the Dragons? I don't think so. Leeson Armour. Leeson Armour is such a good player. I was really disappointed when he left the Cowboys a few years ago, but actually, did he play for the... I don't know if he actually was signed with the Cowboys, but he was in the Queensland Cup, and he was outstanding, but the Dragons picked him up, and he's been really good for them. Likeness, spot on as well. I'm not actually sure. I'm guessing Leeson is probably a New Zealander. But he hasn't really got any discussions about rep, but, you know. Jack DeBellin, pretty good. Again, decent. Heath Lestrange. Heath Lestrange, man, like, he played for Manly. It feels like it was a decade ago, but he obviously came back from Super League. I don't know how he's been going. He's been coming off the bench, I think, a bit lately. Mike Cooper. Another Englishman, been pretty outstanding for them this year. Likeness is okay. Justin Hunt, obviously from the Rabbitohs, and he's a good player. Like, I really like watching him play. He's so flat out. He's like 0 to 100, all game. He's like, yeah, he's just a good player to watch. Then we got Mark Ione, or Ioane. I'm pretty sure I think he was in the Titans team as well, but obviously mid-season transfer, so they actually got that down. Because he only did that a few weeks ago, but the update, obviously they got him in the Dragon side. I still can't believe Titans let him go, honestly. I rate Ioane, or Ione, as a outstanding player. I just can't believe he hasn't got more game time, honestly. Really like him as a player. Will Matthews, another ex-Titan, I think. He has a lot of talent. He hasn't quite got the potential, hasn't quite reached his potential, but he always seems to have that talent there. Then we got Nabuli, another big. Is he Fijian or Papua New Guinea? I think he's Fijian. Big winger, athletic, that sort of type. Ewan Atkin, Dan Hunt hasn't. I remember someone telling me where Dan Hunt is. I think he's injured. I think they said he was injured. I don't really remember, honestly. But that's a really good likeness. That's really good likeness for someone who hasn't played in like a year. Who else do we want to look at? Oh, we gotta look at George Rose for sure. As it's like lagging up a storm for some reason. Jake Marketo, good player. Likeness isn't good. But yeah, here's George Rose. There's the big fella. I mean, they got the body shape down. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good likeness. Yeah, that's the Dragons done. We've only got 3 more teams to do, so your team's going to be coming up soon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.